Hello, I am Tara Stiles-Rath, and I will be going through technology in the retail industry, how technology is changing the retail industry and the role of the sales associate. This is for Marketing 510 with Dr. Bateman. The agenda for this presentation is as follows. First, we will discuss technology in general as it pertains to the retail industry, the importance and impact on retailers, and decisions and strategies retailers face with adopting technology. Then, we will cover technological applications in retail, how non-marketing roles play into these technological advances, and conduct a SWOT analysis on the retail industry. Finally, we will go through reasons for the shift, opinions and recommendations for future marketers, and the application of technology for retailers. There are four main technologies used in the retail industry. The first is artificial intelligence, or AI, which is used for humanoid robots and customer service applications. AR and VR uses include virtual dressing rooms and smart mirrors. The Internet of Things are smart devices, such as thermostats, refrigerators, and information hubs. RFID tags are embedded in an item and can be used to track the location of merchandise. Technology is important for three main reasons. The first is data analytics. Data has become a cornerstone of the retail industry. The methods by which retailers collect data include such technologies as social media posts, website analysis, email, mobile app usage, among others. By tapping into this vast mine of data, retailers and salespeople can interact with customers on a much more personalized level. They can instantaneously review their purchase history and use algorithms to predict what the customer might purchase next. This provides the retail industry with power to cater their marketing messages, but more importantly, it changes the way sales associates interact with their customers. Technology can enhance sales associates in a multitude of ways. It can be used to enhance cognitive abilities by providing data in real time via headset or tablet. Technology can also enhance physical abilities of employees by enhancing muscular strength and reduce injury in the workplace attributed to stressed or strained muscles. And technology can help enhance emotional abilities by providing customer service representatives with prompts that provide real-time coaching. Technology has long been seen as a way for industries to cut costs by reducing the manual labor aspects of many positions. For example, grocery stores have the ability to use technology to automatically inventory store shelves. As retailers choose which technologies they implement, they will need to be cognizant of their ability to quantify the return on investment. The impact technology has had on the retail industry is that it has changed the customer's expectations. The role of data has been evolving for the last decade. Retailers interact with customers via social media, online reviews, personalized emails, mobile apps, among others. Retailers have a host of data available to them to better customize and personalize their interactions with customers. Retailers can use customer data to predict what the customer wants to buy, how much they are willing to pay, and which promotions will help drive a sale. Retailers are now expected to provide a unique shopping experience in their physical stores by providing retailtainment, such as games, food courts, play areas, and interactive exhibits. For example, Scheels and Cabela's are both retailers of sporting and hunting equipment and clothing, and they both provide retailtainment to their customers as they shop. Scheels caters to families by providing interactive games, such as bowling or shooting games, while Cabela's has animal displays and aquariums that visitors can view as they walk the store. Customers are also expecting retailers to use data analytics to predict which items they would like and preemptively ship them to the customer. This entails a switch to a ship-then-shop business model for online retailers where they predict what the customer wants and they preemptively send them items. Retailers with an e-commerce aspect of their business are being tasked with delivering items to customers in record time frames due to the instant gratification-seeking customers of today. The customer expects quick delivery times, and this has placed an immense burden on delivery services and the supply chain. Historically, it has been argued that salespeople are integrally linked to company performance. Recent studies have shown that customers prefer to use their cell phones to answer questions they have rather than find a salesperson. This drastically changes the expectation of a salesperson in a retail setting, since their primary purpose has historically been to help the customer. Companies are being expected to anticipate how customers want to interact with salespeople, if at all, during their shopping experience. This brings into question how modern salespeople are evaluated for their job performance. If customers would rather avoid interacting with salespeople, how are companies going to assess if the salesperson is doing a good job? Since job performance is defined as the things people do and actions people take that contribute to the organizational goals, it is ever important for salespeople to accept and adapt technological advances to help the organization achieve its overall goals. How the evaluation process for salespeople is changing will be discussed in more detail later. The use of data analytics and technology is a complex decision for any company. There are many avenues for data collection, hundreds of ways data can be evaluated and categorized, and there are endless marketing mixes that can be implemented in hopes of increasing sales and generating profits. We will focus on technologies that interact with the retail sales associate or customers directly. Retailers need to evaluate how intrusive their technologies will be in the customers' lives. One great example of this is the anticipatory shopping function of Amazon. Some customers might enjoy the experience of having items delivered to their house without needing to personally place an order, but some customers might not enjoy giving up that control and would prefer to keep ordering items themselves. Retailers will need to enable users to throttle their usages according to their preferences. Businesses have evolved to offer omnichannel retail experiences to their customers, whereby they can offer physical locations and e-commerce options, and mobile apps that integrate both the physical and e-commerce options seamlessly. We have seen businesses that have historically been physical, such as Walmart, make strides to be competitive in e-commerce, specifically by their acquisition of Jet.com. On the other side, we have seen online giants move into physical locations, such as Amazon acquiring Whole Foods. Companies now need to assess their ability to compete in both physical and online retail spaces and be able to move seamlessly between the two. The role of the retail sales associate is also changing, and retailers must envision what these new roles will look like. One option has been the advent of the personal shoppers, which will most likely use technologies such as customer purchase history to help choose new items or have items directly shipped to customers' houses. In the same vein, salespeople will be expected to use technology to interact with customers, which means that salespeople will be expected to be tech savvy and adapt quickly and effectively. This is an analysis of technology applications that have succeeded and failed in the retail space. For successes, Fred Meyer stores implemented a converged system of movable tablets in an aisle of tech products that are available to customers as they browse various tech products. The converged tablets provide information and show videos of the tech products being used, and their user can enter their mobile phone number to receive all the information on their personal devices in case they want to take the information home with them to conduct further research. The converged tablets provide the customer with a novel experience in the tech department, and their interactions provide Fred Meyer with valuable data on which products have the most hits. Sales of tech products at stores with a converged system have doubled, indicating the systems are a huge success for the retail chain. Stitch Fix, an online clothing retailer and personal styling service, has used technology to help identify which types in clothing their customers prefer. Stitch Fix found that customers are not proficient at pinpointing what they like or dislike about a piece of clothing on a numerical scale. Rather, they use data from Pinterest posts and other social media to develop a clothing profile for each customer based on visual data rather than empirical data. They have also developed an app called Style Shuffle that allows customers to swipe right for styles they like, similar to popular dating apps. 1-800-Flowers uses AI bots to perform lower-level customer service tasks, which reduce waiting times and increases customer satisfaction. On the other end, robots have generally been introduced as a way to produce buzz and attract customers, but there is a phenomenon called the uncanny valley that undercuts these intentions. The uncanny valley is where humans feel uncomfortable or eerie when dealing with a humanoid robot. Humanoid robots have been trialed in a few different scenarios, including at a shopping mall and at a Nest cafe to serve coffee. Robots that are more lifelike are made with the intention of seeming human, but our underlying evolutionary abilities can pick up on the subtle differences between real and unreal facial features and expressions, causing customers to shy away from robots. Kroger stores employed technology that automatically inventoried store shelves. However, the technology did not have the necessary infrastructure to support it, causing the technology to be a big investment for the firm with very little payback. Now we will discuss the role of non-marketing areas of a business and the impact technology has on the way these departments function. The process for hiring and training sales associates is changing, and criteria now include the ability to use new software and hardware. Once they are hired, companies can use simulations to help train for real-world applications. The ability to evaluate a salesperson's performance is changing due to the technological advances that are replacing customer interactions. Thus, many of the traditional KPIs or key performance indicators used to assess employee performance are inadequate. The role of HR must adapt to these changes by determining different measures of success for sales associates. The customer service department have begun using chatbots to interact with customers on company websites to perform simple tasks. For more complex tasks, retailers are beginning to invest in AI to work alongside human representatives to improve the customer service experience for the customer. An AI agent can transcribe a customer service call in real time and provide coaching on handling difficult issues. The supply chain now has to adapt to fast fashion concepts, where clothing is conceptualized and delivered within weeks instead of months. Retailers such as H&M use the fast fashion model to keep the selections available to their customers fresh, thereby providing incentive for the customer to revisit the store often. Amazon has collaborated with Kohl's to help facilitate the returns process. By partnering with a physical retail establishment for returns, Amazon can consolidate returns and make the process easier for the customer. Some retailers are exploring various delivery options, such as unmanned vehicles or drones, which has helped relieve the pressure on traditional delivery services. The emergence of web pages, mobile apps, and social media as major players in a firm's marketing mix strategy means that sales associates can benefit by learning computer programming. For example, Stitch Fix created their own app that allows customers to like or dislike pictures of clothing. They developed the app in-house, which demonstrates the advantage of understanding mobile app development with retail application. IT departments will also be critical in the updating of software and hardware. When retail stores' handheld devices do not operate as intended, the customer relationship is degraded. Similarly, if a customer has a less than optimal experience with a new website, they will be more likely to search for products elsewhere. Therefore, IT departments are and will continue to be important in the success of retailers, both in physical establishments and online. Marketers have three main roles in tying in technology: streamline the purchasing process, tap into the Internet of Things, and use social media to drive sales. Retailers aim to streamline the purchasing process for customers. By providing personalized product recommendations, the customer spends less time searching, researching, and comparing products, which can lead to a higher purchase satisfaction. Customers can skip tills by purchasing items through apps or by using RFID tags to check out as they leave the store. Customers prefer to do their own research than rely on a sales associate for product information. To accommodate this trend, retailers now provide a host of information readily available to customers. Marketers need to be cautious about information overload, where the customer is overwhelmed by information and is hindered in their ability to make a decision. One way retailers could collaborate with technology is by using the Internet of Things to tap into a new form of marketing on smart devices. For example, Amazon sells Kindles at a cheaper price if customers allow ads to be displayed on the screen. By taking that concept to another level, retailers could market their products on the displays of refrigerators or Nest thermometers as a way to add another touch point with the customer. Marketers are using technology to promote content on social media, thus creating the role of content marketing and social media profile managers. For example, retail students are now assessing different social media strategies used by companies to portray their brand identification. By studying what companies are saying on social media sites, they are improving their skill set to be social media influencers. There is a need to develop the soft skills required to accurately portray a mindset or a company culture through social media posts. Truly understanding how to convey a company's message while still engaging customers is an art form. We will now discuss the strengths, opportunities, weaknesses, and threats as they pertain to the application of technology in the retail setting. Retailers must implement technology where needed to help streamline business function, increase customer satisfaction, and improve return on marketing investment. Retailers will need to approach technology with a customer-centric approach by making their technologies customizable, both in the level of technology used and the purpose of technology. One of the areas some retailers have strengthened over the last 6 years is their ability to pivot and change organizational direction quickly in response to changes in customer demand, particularly amongst a pandemic. One area of opportunity is using data gathered via in-store technology. Collecting data on time spent analyzing products or providing in-store satisfaction surveys are two ways retailers can tap into customer experiences and shopping trends to make the purchasing cycle easier. Collaboration is one way to bring about engaging product offerings that are novel and exciting to customers. Pop-up stores are one example, as they are available for a limited time and they can be held almost anywhere. For weaknesses, retailers will need to find a good balance of technology. Removing the human element and relying solely on robot customer interactions can degrade relationship quality with the customer. Humans want to feel heard and empathized, so when customers are forced to interact with technology, they feel that their needs are not being met or that they cannot trust the company to meet their expectations. One of the main hurdles for getting buy-in from customers on using technology is the overwhelming concern of data privacy and lack of trust in data collection. Customers want to know what is being collected, how it is being collected, and they want to be able to control their data. Along the same lines, data used by retailers is being more regulated, creating barriers to data that can curtail retailers' ability to customize product offerings. It is expected that more regulations will be passed in the future, which will toy with the balance between too much regulation, which stifles innovation, and too little regulation, which leaves customers vulnerable. The role of the salesperson has been changing, and the pandemic has sped up this progression. Many retail sales associates lost their job because of the pandemic. Plus, the United States is going through the Great Resignation, making it very difficult for retailers to hire and retain employees. Retailers are facing a revolving door of employees, causing them to rely more heavily on technology. While technology can help transfer knowledge to new employees, retailers are being forced to invest in technology to compensate for the green salespeople. There are three main reasons for the technological shift in retail. The first is the global pandemic. The global pandemic sped up the adoption of self-service kiosks, such as those in fast food establishments. The use of order ahead and pick up shopping functions, such as those on the Target or Walmart app, allowed customers to obtain their needed items without the added risk of entering stores, touching potentially contaminated carts, or being in close proximity to other shoppers. Stores that offered this function seemed to explode in popularity, and stores that didn't have that option quickly added it to their host of offers to remain competitive. Younger generations are more receptive to technology than older generations. One of the authors pointed out that with this shift to a more technology-centric lifestyle, people feel mechanical and therefore seek out more personalized experiences, such as those offered by retailers. These younger generations respond more to retailers that offer personalized marketing messages, or enjoy shopping at establishments, online or in person, that can provide recommendations that are customized and personal. Mobile data networks have reached the point where they can support increased mobile phone usage and the various smart devices that are connected to and form the Internet of Things. As of 2019, smartphone usage surpassed television viewing, indicating that our smartphones and the apps and websites we use through our smartphones are quickly becoming the main mode of marketing. And now it's time for my opinion on some of these topics. As a consumer, I appreciate the advent of omnichannel marketplaces, especially when firms have a seamless operation between their physical and e-commerce store and any apps available. The pandemic was really the catalyst that forced me to learn how to use mobile apps and pickup options. And now that I've learned how to use these functions, I wouldn't go back to solely walking around stores to obtain my items. I think that the amount of knowledge a person can find on products is impressive, but retailers need to shift from what they know about a product to how they present the information in more user-friendly ways. Many new career paths have emerged within marketing, and many of these skills needed to succeed in these positions are being developed by teenagers as they use social media. Perhaps marketing will start recruiting teenagers that have honed their skills in social media. One other advantage technology offers marketers is the ability to reinvent the image of a salesperson. With technology, this image can change and become one where salespeople are seen as helpful due to the vast data they have access to. They can be seen as trendy if they use technology to provide retailtainment as part of the shopping experience for customers. The vast amount of data collected on us as customers is astounding. People don't realize how much data is being collected on them, and we currently don't have much say in what happens with our data. Once a person starts to think about how difficult it is for large retailers to change their technology, you really start to appreciate the companies that do it well. It is an impressive task that requires coordination between multiple departments. When looking at technology in the retail setting and how it has transformed our shopping experience, the application that spoke to me most was the ability for a salesperson to pull up your previous purchasing history and recommend products based on your history. It is my most used function on Amazon, and I would really enjoy a one-on-one shopping experience with a salesperson that could provide recommendations. I think this is a largely beneficial application to customers like myself that get overwhelmed with choices. During the pandemic, one of the benefits that came about for omnichannel retailers was the ability for myself to order groceries and household items for my father, who was at the time living in an assisted living facility. His facility wasn't allowing visitors, and residents like my father weren't allowed to leave the facility, making it impossible for him to go shopping or for me to go shopping for him. However, I was able to use delivery services from local grocery stores to purchase items for him that could be safely delivered to his apartment. I had personally never thought about this application for online ordering services, and it opened the door for many future purchases for him during the pandemic that he wasn't able to make for himself. Retailers haven't marketed this application for online ordering, and I think it's an incredibly important benefit for these omnichannel retailers as they are enabling us caretakers to care from afar. It is one of those applications that tugs at the heartstrings, and I hope that retailers realize the potential of their services to help unite families across distances. And finally, my recommendations to future marketers. Invest in technology, but don't go overboard. Too much technology can be cold or creepy. Too little technology loses the competitive edge needed. Find a good balance that speaks to the customer, enhances the salesperson, and provides a good user experience for the customer. If I am frustrated by your technology, I won't use it and I won't give you my business. Protect our data and ask us how to use our data. Some people don't mind having their data to be used to create a personal shopping experience, but some people don't want their data to be used at all. Make the collection and use of data transparent and protect hackers from obtaining our data. Think outside the box when it comes to collaborations and retailtainment. If customers are drawn in and provided a good experience, we will purchase goods and services and we will want to keep coming back for that experience. Physical stores need to be aesthetically pleasing and websites need to be functional and fun. Salespeople are the face of your business. Arm them with the technology that enhances their ability to help us make informed decisions. Provide them with training so they are confident in the technology they are using. Provide us with options to avoid checkout lines and provide us access to people when we need it. Chatbots cannot solve all problems, and humans are still needed for customer service issues. And please make them easy to get to. Lose the stigma of online being a store killer. Being able to compete in the physical retail environment as well as web-based environments is an expected part of business now. Learn how to grow in both domains and operate between the two domains seamlessly. Make our lives easier and more convenient, and we are willing to pay for these extras. And lastly, thank you. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation.